Hello everyone. In this video we are going to discuss about the section formula. This section formula is very important formula because some formula also correlated with this formula as like midpoint formula, and this formula has been taken from chapter number 7 coordinate geometry. Let us see the meaning of the formula and also some questions which is based on this formula. Okay, the coordinates of the point P. So there is a point P whose coordinate we have to find, which divides the line segment joining the points A and B. So there will be 2 points A and B, and by joining these 2 points we will get a line segment, and this line segment, on this line segment we will have a point P, and this point P, what is doing this point P? The point A and B dividing, it means it is dividing, it is given now, divides the line segment. Which line segment? Joining the point A and B. Internally, there are 2 cases, internally and externally. So in our syllabus of class 10 it is only given the internally. Externally it is given in our next class. So we'll just discuss about the internally, and also we'll give some points related to the externally in between the formula. In the ratio M1 is to M2. So the simple meaning of this formula is what? Let us see through the diagram. There are 2 points A and B. Okay, and on joining these 2 points we will get a line segment, and there is a point P which divides this line segment in the ratio M1 is to M2, and the coordinate of this point P we have to find. It means the value of X and the value of Y we have to find, and the value of M1 M2 there will be some numeric values, it will be given, and the coordinate of A and B also will be given in the ordered pair. Okay, we'll see with the help of some examples. Okay, and what is the formula to find out the coordinate of this point P? Let us see. It is very simple, very easy formula. So to find the value of abscissa, it means the value of X, that is M1 X2 plus M2 X1 and divided by sum of the ratios. It means M1 plus M2. So the meaning of the formula is going to be clear, or the condition is to be clear, that the line segment joining the point A and B, and there is a point P which divides this line segment in the ratio M1 is to M2, and what we have to find? We have to find the coordinate of this point P. Individually, if you are talking about the point X, we have to find by using the formula M1 X2 plus M2 X1 by M1 plus M2, and value of Y can be found out by using, on the same pattern we have to replace the value of X with Y. So value of X taken in the form of Y, the formula will change. The M1 Y2 plus M2 Y1 upon M1 plus M2. And also I will tell you that how you can easily learn this formula. So the formula is in front of all of you. Okay, let us solve some questions. Let us see an example on that. What is that? Find the coordinates of the point. What to find? We have to find the coordinates of the point. Which point? Which divides the line segment joining. This word joining will gives us the idea about the end points. After the word joining we will have the points 4, -3 and 8, 5. So definitely these two will be our end points as like this, and we have to find that point which divides these line segment joining these points in the ratio 3:1. So all the points must be clear by using and by reading this statement, and let us find out, let us convert this situation graphically. So let us try to convert this into the graphical form. So it is line segment joining. So let us the point A and B, we can assume the name of the points as A and B, and this is first coordinate of the point. First it is 4, -3, it is given in our question, and the second it is 8, 5, and we have to situate this point because it is given internally, so definitely we have to use the internally condition. So point P that we have to find, let us the point P whose coordinate is X and Y, and the value of M1 and M2 it is also given because the ratio is given in the form of 3:1. Is that clear? So let us apply the formula to find out the value of this X for the point P. How we can learn the formula? As I told you that in between I will tell you that how you can learn easily. So M1 X2 plus M2 X1 by M1 plus M2. To learn this formula it is very simple to write down. To find the value of X, suppose we are going to find out the coordinate X. So what we'll do, we'll write the formula as Mx plus Mx. Remember, Mx plus Mx and divided by M1 plus M2, because in the denominator it will be summation of the ratios in the case of internally. And what to write in the numeric form? 1 2 and 2 1, and remember it will be a plus sign in between them. and put all the respective value at the place of m1 x2 and m2 x1, and with the plus sign what we'll get, value of m1 from here we'll get all the values as like value of x1, value of y1, value of x2, value of y2, value of m1 and m2. So let us put the value of m1 as 3 and value of x2 as 8, and between the plus sign is there, and m2 is 1 and multiplied by x1. On putting all the respective value and divided by, whole division is taking place, and divided by sum of the ratios, and sum of the ratio it means m1 plus m2. So 3 plus 1 will be there, and on solving we'll get 7 as the coordinate of x and the value of abscissa. Okay, so value of abscissa for the point P is as 7. Again, let us try to find out the ordinate. It is also the second coordinate ordered pair for the point P. And how we can we can find out the value of y. That is very simple. Y is equal to m1 y2 plus m2 y1 upon m1 plus m2. It is very simple to learn the formula. If you have learned about the pattern for x, you can also easily find out the pattern for y. You nothing have to do. You just have to replace the value of x by y, and all the numeric values will remain same as like 1 2, 2 1, 1 and 2. And one more thing, somehow students are get confused, sir, where it is x1, where it is y1. So joining word will help us to find out the x1 y1 and x2 y2, and value of p we have to assume, and m1 m2 will be given. So on applying the formula for y, we'll get some calculation as like m1 as 3, y2 as 5, plus m2 is 1, y1 is minus 3, and divided by sum of the ratios, that's 3 plus 1. And again on solving we'll get the value of y as 3. Very simple calculations are there. Put the values properly, carefully, and we'll get the answer easily. So the point P having the coordinate 7, 3. And suppose if you're talking about the externally, in addition, if you want to know that what we'll do when the condition is given for externally, it's very simple. You nothing have to do. You just have to put the negative sign or minus sign here, and difference of the ratios. Okay, greater value minus smaller value will be there. So that is an additional knowledge. But here we have to just discuss about the point P, which divides line segment joining AB, whose coordinates are given, and the case for internally in the given ratio m1 is to m2. So this is the formula by which we can find out the coordinate of point P by putting the values at the respective places. One more important point is also correlated with this, because that point is midpoint formula. This midpoint formula is also very important. Let us see at a glance about the midpoint formula and how it is being generated. Let us move on. So here we have midpoint formula. This formula is very helpful to find out the midpoint for between any 2 points. Okay, suppose the same condition will take place as like the section formula. The line segment joining the point A and B will be there, whose coordinates x1, y1, x2, y2 will be given, and the ratios m1 is to m2 also will be there. But what is the difference between the section formula and the midpoint formula? Very simple, because it is the midpoint, so definitely the ratios will be equal. It means m1 will be equal to m2. It means these ratios will be 5:5, 6:6, 7:7, 8:8, and so on. So it's showing that the ratios are same. So we can put m1 is equal to m2 or m2 is equal to m1 in the section formula. So what is the section formula? Recently we have studied now that x is equal to m1 x2 plus m2 x1 upon m1 plus m2. This is the formula to find out the value of x, that is the coordinate of the point P, and abscissa at x. So what we'll do, m1 x2 plus m2 x1 upon m1 plus m2, let us convert all the values in the same format. As like suppose we are converting m1 in the form of m2, so all the m1s will be converted into m2. So m1 it's in the form of m2 now, x2 will remain same, plus m2 remains m2 and is x2, and divided by, again this m1 will replace into m2, and plus m2 will remain same. What is the common in the numerator? If we'll take common as m2, so what is the remaining with us? m2 is common from here and here, so the remaining term will be x2 and plus x1. I think you can got it. And the denominator will be m2 and plus m2. So m2 plus m2 will remain to m2, right? Because both are like terms, so we can easily add them and we can get the value. m2 will be cancelled out with m2, and the remaining portion with us will be x is equal to x2 plus x1 by 2. And if you are going to write down in the uniform way, so we can write down as x is equal to x1 plus x2 by 2. That is the value of x in the case of midpoint, when p will be the midpoint. So in case we'll put m1 is equal to m2. And similarly, if you have understood by this format of x, you can easily find out for y also. So the formula for y will be y1 plus y2 by 2. That is the formula for midpoint. It's very simple. Let us see one example based on this midpoint formula. The question is, find the coordinate of the midpoint of the line segment joining the points. Again, you can say that this is joining, which gives us the idea about the endpoints. So endpoints are 2, 3 and 6, 7. Let us find out the values of x1, because this is x1 and it is y1, this is x2 and this is y2. You can easily catch all these values, and let us note down somewhere else, like x1 is equal to 2 and x2 is equal to 6, y1 is equal to 3 and y2 is equal to 7. And also you can write down in the ordered pair. What to find? We have to find the midpoint. And what is the formula to find the midpoint? It's very simple. Sum of the abscissa by 2, and to find the y, the sum of the ordinates by 2. So sum of the abscissa, it means the x coordinate, summation of x coordinate, that is x1 plus x2 by 2. x1 plus x2 by 2 is equal to, put the value of x1 and x2, that is 2 plus 6, and upon 2, that is 8 by 2, it is equal to 4. And the value of y, also the summation of the ordinates. So y1 plus y2 by 2, that is 3 plus 7 by 2 is equal to 10 by 2, that is 5. So coordinate for the point P, which is the midpoint of these 2 points, is 4, 5. Understood? This is the sub part of the section formula. And how we can useful, it can be useful. The midpoint formula also useful to find out the center. Okay, the center of the circle whose the extended diameters or the end point of the diameters are given. Understood? And also we can also find out the any missing coordinate amongst all these three, if any two are given, by using the midpoint formula. So we'll meet some interesting terms related to the midpoint formula and something more in the next video. Thanks for watching.